the idea.
Come on, Dan, let's get out of here and let the Roberts family settle this among themselves. You got it, Rafe.
Rafe, you can't leave. You've got to arrest her.
Listen, lady, you better not push this issue, otherwise Rafe could just come marching right back in here and arrest you.
For what? She is the one who is lying.
Son, would you please take me home? I'm much too shaken to drive myself.
Oh, shaking you. I'll shake you. I'm going to shake the car.
Tina, will you let go of her? Now stop it.
Lord, look at her. Can't you see she is guilty? She came here to silence Allison. Maybe she even came to silence her permanently.
What are you saying? Are you suggesting that I came here to murder Allison?
You know, that really cuts it now, Tina. I always knew that you were shameless, but I never dreamed that you would pull something like this.
Lord, you have got to believe me.
Come on, Mom, let's get out of here. Drive me home.
Cord, Lee, you are making the biggest mistake of your life. You can't... Cord, you can't do this.
I know that beautiful baby boy has grown into a frightened, confused young man, but he's not a monster. He can be helped, and we are just as much to blame because we created the condition that made him go wrong.
Judith, I used to believe that. I really did. But I cannot agree with that anymore. We have Kate, who was raised and grown up in those very same conditions, and she's bright, and she's beautiful, and she's honest.
I've never believed in a bad seed, Charles.
Well, neither have I, not until now.
Excuse me. Charles, Judith.
Vicky, come in, please. I remember Payson told me you were going to drop by.
I can come back another time.
No, it's quite all right. Judith's been waiting to talk to you. I have phone calls I have to make.
Charles, you're not going to do anything rash.
No, I'm not going to do anything rash. We'll continue our conversation. Excuse me.
Thank you. Judith, I do hate to bother you. It does seem that one thing falls right on top of another, though.
Clint still insists on contesting the divorce.
Oh, it's more than that. Now he's seized control of the Banner with a little help from his father.
And you want to file a suit?
No. Right now I have much more important things on my hands. Herb Callison served me with these papers today. Look, you're the expert. Can Clint get away with this?
Well, Herb's not the kind of lawyer to run from a fight, and seems to me he's laid groundwork for a pretty ugly one here.
But surely we can fight back, can't we? Judith, they can't take my children away from me, can they?
Clint's case is not just about your amnesia. There are charges of infidelity, Vicky.
Oh, but they're totally absurd. I mean, he can't certainly win a case on that. Please tell me. He can't win this, can he?
She's vowed to fight me with everything she's got.
Well, maybe it won't come to that. Now, if those custody papers put some healthy fear into Vicky, she might listen to reason.
The only thing she listens to these days is Tom Dennison. He's probably told her to go for the house, the Banner, the kids, everything else her lawyer can ask for. Well, she wants a custody fight. I'll give her a custody fight in spades.
Clint, some fights are better to avoid, whatever the cost is. I've been through a divorce myself, remember, and I've handled plenty of others. You can reach a point of no return.
We have reached that point, Herb. We've gone beyond it.
Don't be so sure.
I didn't ask for a divorce in the first
Yes,
place.
I know that. And threatening to take custody of those children will let her know that you're serious. Now, give her a chance to back off, all right? Let her find a way out.
Herb, when she started an affair with another man, she left me no choice. I can't turn back.
Damn it, Pamela, I know you're there with that two-faced Irishman. Why the hell did you pick up the phone, huh?
I can live without the ethnic slurs if it's all right with you. Now, if you stop yelling for a minute, the obvious might occur to you.
Yeah, like what's that?
Like, maybe the reason Pam doesn't answer is because she and Pete have left the island with the rest of the population.
That shows how much you know about women. Especially Buchanan women. Pamela's too stubborn to evacuate.
Even when a volcano is preparing to erupt, is that like Buchanan women aren't stupid, Asa?
You don't get it, do you? Pam called me to give me hell about trying to fool her again. I didn't know what she was talking about. Didn't make any sense. Now it does. She thinks that volcano is another dirty trick of mine. Pamela, please pick up the phone.
Aha, the phone is ringing.
I don't hear a thing.
Amazing, isn't it? Here we are on an island that supposedly is being overrun by hot, molten lava, and all the phone lines are working.
Which just goes to show, if we needed more proof about Ace's tricks, that's it.
It's really hardest to believe how desperate he must be.
He's not the only one that's desperate.
Oh.
Follow me.
Come here!
Sorry, I was looking for Mom.
It's all right. She had to leave the house on a legal matter.
I'll wait for her in my room.
Are you afraid to stay in the same room with me? I realize I'm not as compliant as your mother, but at least I'll listen.
After knowing what you think of me, what could I possibly say to you to make you believe in me?
Try honesty, Jamie. You've been deceiving people long enough.
I'm trying to be honest. I'm trying to make you proud of me again. I want to prove to you and the rest of this family that I can straighten out my life.
I recognize those words. Yes, those were the very words you said to me the same day that I arranged for your transfer from prison. And that was the same day, if you recall, that you shot down the policeman.
There's no talking to you. You've already judged and convicted me.
I'm not your judge, but I am your father, and I think I know you about as well as anyone. You're not trying to be honest with me here. You're not even trying.
First you, and then Kate. You both turned your back on me.
No, we haven't turned our back on you, son. You turned your back on this family, and not once, but time and time and time again. We used to love you enough to let you get away with that. Not anymore. That time, son, is gone. Yeah, time's long gone.
Proud of yourself, Tina? Using me and Cord and some poor girl in a coma to get yourself off the hook?
Oh, don't you start on me, too. I didn't use anybody. She's the user, not me.
You better be careful, sweetheart. Your accusation is starting to sound like slander.
Oh, good. Let her sue me, huh? Do you know why she isn't? Because I am telling the truth.
Just drop it, Tina. For everybody's sake, especially your own.
Look, why can't you just see that she is an evil, calculating woman?
You're one to talk.
Oh, I get it. Oh, it takes one to know one, huh? Okay, so I know her. So then why didn't you just haul her off and question her?
On what basis? Your word against hers?
Yeah, why not? Why did you just automatically assume that it was me who was lying?
Simple. You always are.
Oh, okay, maybe I stretched the truth a few times before, all right? Maybe I fibbed a little a few times, but I'm not this time. Rafe, I am telling you the truth. I am. And my whole marriage, my whole life depends on you. Please just follow up with Maria, then you'll find out that I'm telling you the truth.
Very good, Tina. That's a terrific performance.
It's not a performance, it's the truth.
Tina, cut the bull. Let's just get out of here. I don't know about you, but I've wasted enough time.
We've got to do something to prevent this. We can't let this whole family fall apart.
Well, between the two of us, we'll find some way to protect the children. As for Clint and Vicky, I don't know how we can save them from each other.
It's so hard to believe that people with so much love between them could generate so much hatred.
Yeah. Divorce has a way of taking the best and turning it into the worst. Maybe it's a good thing. I don't know.
Good, Herb. I don't see anything good about divorce.
What I mean is, well, if the split has to happen, maybe it's better that it does kill the love that was there, the way the healing can take place, and two people can move on.
Speaking from your own experience.
Took me a long time to get over Dorian. It hurt a lot. I hope you haven't gone through one of those.
Oh, so far I've been lucky.
So far?
Did I say that?
Yes, you did. None of my business, but if you'd like to talk about it.
No, there's nothing to talk about.
Oh, okay. Well, let's get back to Clint and Vicky now.
We're just, like other couples. We've had our problems. But
That's in the past. Charles and I are very close now.
Are you?
I can't seem to lie to you, can I, Herb?
Because of Jamie, isn't it?
Charles wants him to go back to prison knowing he could be killed.
Yeah. Judith, before you let your marriage suffer anymore, are you absolutely convinced that attack on Jamie was legitimate?
Herb, I don't know. I don't know what to say.
You didn't tell me to shut up.
Jamie took Kate with him to withdraw money from their trust so he could pay for an ad in the Banner. He wanted to explain his side of it and vindicate his father. They got mugged. Kate says she thinks he set it up. Well, I don't know. I've always trusted my daughter's opinion.
So we're not just talking about the incident at Statesville, then?
No. I just don't believe he could orchestrate his own stabbing.
Thanks for dropping by, Henderson.
The pleasure's all mine. Where's the money?
Even without the prison guard's uniform, you're still the same no-nonsense guy. That's why I knew I could trust you.
My money.
Of course. Here's the money I owe you for that terrific job you did staging my knifing at Statesville. One other thing. Next time I ask for your help, Henderson, don't get so carried away. Another inch, and I might not have lived to pay you.
Oh, I wonder.
No. If you want me to wait on you hand and foot, forget it. I'm too tired.
No. No, that's not what I had in mind. Can you be serious for a minute?
This is Malakaver. There's a law against being serious.
Well, still, I can't help wondering what our future's going to be like.
Why can't our future be just as wonderful as the present is right now?
Well, yeah, the present is wonderful, but sometimes I wonder if it's going to stay that way.
Oh, you do, huh?
Yeah.
Well, you shouldn't worry, because that's the other law in Malakaver. Never worry.
Or something.
Oh, probably a thunderstorm. They have them up north all the time. Will you just relax? Go with the flow.
Oh, my nerves.
These what I think they are? Oh, they gotta be.
Oh, yes! Jelly cookies! Oh, my, I miss these so much around Christmas time. They're great. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You know, the restaurant in this hotel isn't very good. You need home cooking to keep your spirits up.
Oh, Ma, these are perfect. So, how you feeling?
Oh, I'm fine.
Ma, you don't have to pretend with me. I saw how upset you were yesterday when Tina pulled that stunt at the hospital. Hell, I had to drive you home myself.
You're right, I am still upset, but not for myself, honey bunch. It's you that I'm worried about.
I'm okay.
Now who's pretending? Well, perhaps it's for the better. Maybe now you'll see the kind of desperate, twisted woman that Tina really is. You've hardly touched your coffee.
Yeah, well, I've already had 2 cups. I've been up working since daylight.
I don't have to ask what has you so wired.
Oh, come on, Dorian, let's not start on Aggie again. I'm not in the mood for another fight.
Neither am I. Especially if it's one about what's her name. Thank goodness for Diane. She'll get the staff going. WVLE by the time I get to the studio.
Oh, yeah. What on earth would we do without good old dear Miss Bristol?
Now, don't you start on Diane.
Oh, I get it. Aggie is fair game, but Diane is off limits, huh?
John, I thought we weren't going to fight.
Hey, who's fighting?
Good morning, Mrs. Roberts.
Yes, good morning, Emma. I'll see myself in, all right?
Oh, very good, ma'am.
Just what I needed.
Hi, I'm sorry to disturb you so early. It's just that this couldn't wait.
Tina, I'm already late getting to the studio. Couldn't this wait till this afternoon?
I'm not here to see you, Dorian, all right? I'm here to talk business with John. John, I want to hire you. Well, you are a private detective, aren't you?
Perhaps I should leave the two of you alone.
No, I don't have anything to hide.
Oh, since when?
John, I need your help in the worst way. I need you to help me find Allison's accomplice.
Tina, I thought the police were already had an investigation of their own going.
Oh, yeah, some kind of investigation. They haven't looked any farther than me. John, I didn't do it. I really didn't. And whoever did decided to frame Vicky. And not that that hasn't worked. She decided to frame me, too.
Wake up. You smell something?
Oh, it smells like something burning.
What the hell it is?
What could it be?
I don't know.
It's down from the room.
Let's go. Don't worry about the Jeep.
My God. How could I have been so foolish?
Pam, don't worry about it. Come on, we'll make it out on foot. Let's go. We got to get out of here.
I can't go. I got...
Pam!
Pam! I have only got a few things left.
Pam, we've got to get out of here now. Do you understand me? Get your clothes on. We've got to get out of here. Let's go.
And by the time we explained to Dan what we were doing in Allison's room, well, Maria must have been able to hear, and that was how she was able to lie her way out of the trap.
Even after Rafe caught her at the door?
You don't know Maria. She can lie her way out of anything. I mean, she actually got Cord and Rafe to believe that she was just there to see Allison.
Well, Tina, maybe that was the only reason she was there.
Oh, come on, John. Really, I mean, she may have been able to fool her own son and Rafe, but I know. It would just take a minute and you'd see right through her.
Come on. I'm not a judge or a jury, Tina. And I don't hire myself out to prove someone's guilt.
You don't understand. I am asking you to prove my innocence. And in order to do that, you have to expose Maria Roberts.
Tina, do you have any evidence to back up this claim?
Oh, plenty. Plenty. And believe me, when John hears it, he's going to be dying to take my case.
I'm sorry, Tina, but ethics aside, I'm just too busy on another case right now.
I had no idea the Walcott case was so all-consuming.
I'll be happy to recommend some local detectives for you. But right now, I'm going to have to say no.
But I don't want any other detectives. I want the best. I want you.
I know the feeling myself.
I'll be at Charles if you need me.
Of course, of course. The Knights of the Round Table need to have a meeting to decide which damsels in distress to save and which to throw to the dragon.
You won't even try to understand now, will you?
I understand, Sir Galahad. Have a wonderful day at the castle.
Roy, he's just like all the others. You know what? He thinks I'm guilty. That's why he won't take my case.
Wait a minute, Tina. Where are you going?
I don't know. I thought I might save the police a little time and go confess, since they and everybody else in Landry thinks I'm guilty.
Don't necessarily put me in that group. If John doesn't have the time to help you, then perhaps I will.
You? Oh, come on. You are the last person on earth who'd believe me.
Well, I thrive on unpredictability. Also, you're handing me the hottest news story I've had in a month. I'm going to call the studio. I'm going to tell them I'll be in later this afternoon because your story is more important.
It is?
Of course it is. Because I think for the first time in your life, you're telling the truth.
Dorian has set some guidelines concerning the chain of command, and I thought everyone should have a copy.
Did Dorian authorize this little homework assignment?
It is my initiative, but I'm sure she'd approve.
And I'm sure if she wanted it passed along to the staff, she would have told me to do it.
Here you go. You really should study the memo, Reggie. You'll see that I report directly to Dorian. Of course, if you have any problems with that, you can put it in writing, and I'll be happy to pass it along.
I'm sure you will, Diane.
I'll tell you what. You want some more authority? You can answer the phone.
I'm on my break. You answer it, hotshot.
Hey, Reggie, you're just the man I was looking for. Today is your lucky day.
You want to bet?
Hey, don't rush off. I've got a favor I'm going to do for you.
I'm not interested in your kind of favor, Jamie.
Listen, Reggie, I've been asking around. Seems you're hard up for cash. That's kind of a shock, considering you're the best in the business, huh?
I told you, Jamie, I'm out of the business.
Look, Rembrandt never retired, did he? And you can earn some good cash.
Read my lips. I'm not interested.
Okay, you want to go straight. I can appreciate that. Look, all I'm asking for is one passport. A few hours after you hand it to me, I'll be out of the country. Nobody will be any the wiser, and you'll be richer for it.
One passport. That's all.
That's not too much, is it? What do you say? Do we have a deal?
I don't know. I got to think about it.
There's no time to think. Either you're interested or you're not. I'll take my business somewhere else.
All right, I'll do it. But I want the cash up front.
You know I'm good for it. Under my present circumstances, my cash flow is a little limited.
We all got problems, Jamie. No money, no passport.
All right, okay. You'll get the money. Where are you going?
Let go of me.
What do we do now?
There's nothing else we can do. Looks like we've got another partner. Look, Ma, I don't want to talk about the subject to Tina, all right?
I know that yesterday was an awful experience for you, too. Hearing your wife accusing your mother of partaking in a kidnapping, honestly.
I told you, I don't want to talk about it.
Well, I don't blame your son, but don't be so hard on yourself. I mean, we both know that Tina has a history of using people.
Ma, she was afraid. That's all. That's the only way I can explain it.
Oh, who cares? Who cares what her motives were? The point is that she's so desperate to hide her guilt, she'll accuse anyone and everyone, including her own mother-in-law.
Well, I tell you, Ma, I'm not thoroughly convinced that she's guilty.
Oh, Cord. Now, there comes a time when your loyalty as a husband has got to give way to your common sense.
Okay, fine. She's desperate, all right? Maybe she was just desperate to find the truth.
Are you going to open your eyes to the kind of woman that you married?
Tina is shallow, she's vain, she's greedy, she's a lot of things, Ma, but she is not a criminal, all right? And I can't believe that she would be deliberately cruel.
Wasn't it cruel that she tried to trap me into a crime that I didn't commit? I think it was very cruel of her to try to turn us against each other.
Fear makes people do strange things.
And so does guilt. I'm sorry, Cordero, but the time has come for you to look out for yourself and for those who really love you.
Okay. You're right, Molly. You're right.
Oh, Cordero, I don't want to have to say these things to you, but I want you to put Tina behind you and go on with your life.
Well, I guess I made that decision at the hospital, didn't I? I just never want to see her or talk to her again, Ma.
And I'm very proud of you for making that decision,
There's
son.
nothing to be proud of, Ma. I'm just sorry that it had to happen.
Well, it has, and you will get over her. Oh, no. You don't think Tina would have nerve to show up here?
She might. She's got a lot of nerve to do a lot of things, Ma. Kate.
Hi. I have a surprise for you.
Oh?
As of this morning, you and I are neighbors.
And another thing, why was she eavesdropping at the door when Rafe came along and found her?
Because maybe she was shocked hearing an argument in progress. That was Maria's story.
Oh, yeah. Maria's story is so full of holes, it would make Swiss cheese look like a rock.
Tina, it's going to take concrete evidence to get Rafe Garrettson to change his mind. Not to mention Cord.
All right. Forget what happened yesterday, all right? I just have a question for you. Who do you know who has access to both Landfair and to my suite?
Maria Roberts.
Bingo. And most important, who would like to get Vicky out of the way and who would like to get me out of the way, too?
Everybody knows how she feels about you, but Vicky?
Oh, come on. She and Clint were lovers before, remember?
I would have to be one of the first to admit that Clint is a very attractive man. But is he worth the risk, the scheming involved, the destruction of an entire family?
To Maria, he is. She's obsessed with him. And, the funny thing is that obsession hasn't made her crazy. It's just made her more clever and more cunning.
Apparently, if she walked into your trap, was caught, and then talked her way out of it.
Oh, well, that was the easy part. Believe me, she could do just like everybody else and shift the blame to Tina. You know, good old Tina, everybody's favorite punching bag.
Tina, you have to admit you've asked for a punch or two in your time.
Okay, maybe I've asked for a punch or two, really, but I really don't see why I have to keep on paying for my mistakes forever when Maria never pays for any of hers.
Life is not fair.
Yeah, I don't suppose I'd really mind so much if I thought the Cord believed me. But even Cord, he's just like John and Rafe and everybody else. None of them will believe a word I say.
So you're all alone, aren't you? You know, I find myself feeling sorry for you. I was a pariah myself in this town. Especially, well, when I was so much in love with a man, much the way you are with Cord. I suppose you heard the stories of what a fool I made of myself trying to get David away from Jenny. There are some things some women will do just to hold on to a man.
Some men are worth it.
Yes, and some men are not. However, your feelings, your love for Cord should not be used as a weapon against you. And if what you're saying about Maria is true, we better get busy.
Mm. Oh.
What's the matter?
I don't know. I started to get up, and all of a sudden I feel a little dizzy.
Oh, dear, it's probably, everything that's happened to you since yesterday.
Yeah, look, you don't mind if I just rest here a moment, do you?
Well, of course not. But is there anything I can get for you?
No. You could just get the room to stop spinning.
Keep your eyes open, Reggie. I have a few words with our new partner.
No rough stuff, Jamie.
Just worry about your own job. Leave me to Diane.
If you don't let go of me, I'm going to start screaming.
Go ahead. I'll tell Dorian Lord all about you and your lovely past. How long do you think your cushy job here at the station would last then, huh, Diane?
What do you want from me, Jamie?
First of all, the truth. You were eavesdropping on Reggie and me. What did you hear?
Nothing.
The truth, Diane.
Oh, Jamie, you're hurting me.
Oh, you haven't seen anything yet. Now, what is it?
kids. We like to try it. Okay, I heard it all. Phony passport that you want Reggie to make, your plans to leave town.
I thought so. You know, Diane, for a fairly bright girl, you can be pretty stupid.
Oh, Jamie, I won't tell anyone, I promise. You can trust me.
I know you won't. Because if you do, you'll be doing the same thing to yourself.
I'm not involved.
Oh, but you are, partner. You're going to be my personal courier.
Oh, Jamie, please, just leave me out of this.
You're in it. I need your help. Now listen, Reggie charges a lot of money for his services.
What does that have to do with me? I don't have a lot of money.
No, but the next best thing. You have access to it.
Access to what?
Diane, do I have to spell the whole thing out to you? Our mutual friend, Murray, he told me you got him some cash.
Yeah, to pay back a debt that you owed him.
You did it once. You can do it again.
Look, I can't do it again, okay? I almost got caught stealing the brooch from Cassie's jewelry box, and I can't risk it.
The way I hear it, Cassie's in Europe, so how is she going to know?
How am I going to explain a half-empty jewelry box, Jamie? She's not going to stay in Vienna forever, you know.
There are some things that are also very hard to explain, Diane. Like the night you were driving Dorian Lord's car. The night Allison Perkins was here.
Jamie, I may have been in the driver's seat, but you were the one with the lead foot.
Me? What was I doing in Dorian Lord's car? You had use of it that night, remember? I'm sure your friend Jeannie does.
You want me to tell the police, would you?
I'd hate to have to. Just like I'd hate to tell them about a few other indiscretions of yours. So what's it going to be? Explaining your way out of that, or a few missing baubles from Cassie's jewelry box?
I am not going to let you threaten me anymore, Jamie. I'm telling you, if you try to frame me, I'm going to go to the police. I'm going to tell you how you caused the hit-and-run accident. Now, who are they going to believe?
Whether they do or they don't, I've got nothing to lose. Now you, Diane, on the other hand, do.
Find some other way to get your money.
There is no other way, kiddo. But look on the bright side. After you help me get out of the country, then you'll be rid of me for good this time.
How much do you need?
A lot. So make sure you take something worth a couple of $1,000 and then bring it to me at home.
Oh, gee, anything else?
Yeah. Smile. It's not every day you get to help a friend.
Payson, I told you I wanted to be informed whenever Jamie left the premises.
Well, he must have left at the crack of dawn, sir. By the time the servants awakened, Mr. Jamie was gone.
Batter? Charles?
Yeah. They rang the doorbell. No one answered.
Oh, come on in, John. We were upstairs. It's not your fault, Payson. I can't blame you for Jamie's latest ploy.
Oh, thank you, sir. Rest assured I shall do my utmost to see it doesn't happen again.
Thank you, thank you. That's all for now. Please close the doors on the way out.
Well, I suppose it's none of my business, but what has Jamie done now?
Oh, he just left early this morning without telling me about it. I think he's on to the fact that we've been having him watched.
Charles, I am sorry about your losing that position.
Oh, it's just another one of Jamie's casualties, John.
Well, maybe it's only a temporary casualty.
Meaning what?
Meaning that if Aggie leads you to Dimitri, your stock could bounce up dramatically with Washington, right?
Well, that's a long shot at best, John. I've been keeping Aggie under 24-hour surveillance, and neither Dimitri nor anybody else has made any kind of a move toward it.
Yeah, I know. It's forcing me to a painful conclusion, too. You know, Dorian thinks I'm nuts about Aggie.
Yeah.
But the fact is, I've been skeptical of her story for some time now.
Well, I don't understand, John. Why would you want me to keep her under surveillance, then?
Well, whether Aggie stays here as a friend or a foe doesn't really matter, does it? She's still the best chance we have of flushing out Dimitri.
John, I wish you'd have told me about your doubts before this. Aggie could draw people here who could put a lot of our friends in jeopardy.
I'm well aware of that, Charles, but she's still our best chance of smoking him out.
I guess you're right about that. Have you told Dorian? I mean, about being skeptical?
How can I tell Dorian? As long as Dorian thinks I believe Aggie's story and conveys that to Aggie, Aggie's going to feel safe and secure. And that's our best chance of her leading us to Dimitri.
Yeah. You are playing quite a dangerous game, my friend. You could not only lose Dorian's trust, but you could lose a whole hell of a lot more than that.
Look, believe me, pal, I'm well aware of that. We're barely civil to each other as it is.
Does she ever confide in you? I mean, in regards to her television show? Such as? Well, such as telling you what she might be planning in the future, like maybe an attack against the Sanders family because I bailed Jamie out.
Charles, come on. Dorian and I barely get by good morning and good night these days. She sure as hell doesn't clear any topics that she's going to discuss on the air with me.
Well, I guess I better talk to her myself then, because I heard through the grapevine that she was planning an all-out attack to put Jamie Sanders behind bars again. Payson, would you bring my coat, please?
Forgive me, Charles, but I didn't think that you were too opposed to that idea yourself.
I'm not. I'm for it. What I'm opposed to is other people taking pot shots at my family from outside the family.
I get it. I can say what I want about my family, but if someone else does, watch out.
You got it. Couldn't have said it better myself. Pace? Oh, there you are. Here, I'll trade you. Thank you. Thanks for bringing my car back. Can I give you a lift to town?
Yeah, I will.
All right. Be back later. Thank you. Hey, come on. We gotta go. Come on.
Just a few more of all I've got left in my whole life, my family.
Well, as long as I remind you of Asa.
Oh, Keith.
I can't help it. I can't help it. When a volcano blowing up, I want to think that, you know, your best memories are spent here with me.
I know.
All right. I'm sorry we can't take all the scrapbooks and all the paintings of the kids.
Oh, I can do other paintings. My heart was always going to be here. I'm never really going to be
All right, come on, fine. We got to get out of here. There's going to be no painting. The mob is almost here. All right, listen. When we get out there, shield your eyes. There's lots of action all around. Come on. Here. Come on. Let's go.
Here, drink.
Thanks. Just hope I can hold it down.
Tina, forgive an exposition for reverting to type, but is today the first day that you felt this dizziness?
No. Actually, I have felt it before the last couple of days.
And the nausea?
Same thing. What do you think? I'm getting that new strain of flu that's going around?
Actually, my diagnosis isn't something new. It's one of the oldest things around.
What's that?
Your symptoms are hardly exotic. Hasn't it occurred to you that you may be pregnant?
Thank you, ma'am. A little early to pop this, don't you think?
It's just a friendly way of saying hi, cowboy.
Oh, well, back in El Paso, we used to settle for a cup of sugar.
Well, you're not in Texas anymore, in case you've forgotten.
Kate is right, you know. They definitely do things differently here in Landview. And I like the way you do them, Kate.
Well, I think your mother knows what she's talking about. She seems to have a good perspective on things.
Yes, and I think I have perspective on this. I think you'll be in good hands if I leave. So, Court, I have to go to the hospital to visit somebody. Kate, your new neighbor does need some cheering up.
Oh, well, I'll take care of that.
Bye, Kate.
Bye.
Son, I'll call you later.
Sure, Mom. Goodbye.
I like her a lot.
Goodbye, Mom.
Bye.
Have a seat.
Thanks. What did she mean you need some cheering up? What's going on?
Oh, wait a minute. You're not going to get out of it that easy. Tell me, why did you decide to move into the waterside?
I just need a change, I think.
Come on, Kate. Answer my question. Why'd you move out of your folks' mansion and move into a place like the Waterside Inn?
Jamie. I'm not going to live in the same house with him.
Well, I know a lot of people wouldn't put him on their list of favorite people for Man of the Year, but he's still your brother.
Just makes it harder, Cord. How would you feel if your own brother arranged to have you mugged?
What?
Jamie convinced me to withdraw money from our trust fund. We went to the lawyer's office, we picked up the money, and there were two hoods waiting outside for us.
Well, what happened?
Let's just say that I talked them out of it. The point is, I'm sure he had the whole thing set up.
You tell anyone else about this?
Oh, sure, we had a typical Sanders family conference about Jamie's criminal mind. I think my dad's finally seen the light.
What about your mom?
She still has blinders on. She doesn't want to believe that he had himself stabbed to get out of prison, and she doesn't want to believe that he's capable of having his own sister mugged. But he is capable of it, Cord. He's capable of anything. And I'm not going to stay in that house and watch him destroy the whole family. Ugh, I'm sorry. You asked me to open up, and I did. It's not a very pretty picture, is it?
Well, it sounds a lot like my picture lately.
Tina?
Yep.
Do you still believe she's innocent?
Yeah, I do. For all the good it's going to do me or her or anyone else for that matter.
Well, you listen to me. Go ahead. I'll listen to you.
Tell you what, we can sit here and talk as long as I don't talk about Tina's problems and you don't talk about Jamie's problems, okay?
Okay. So, what did you want to talk about?
Oh, I'm sure we'll be able to dig something up.
Pregnant?
It happens to the best of us.
Wow. It's like a miracle. You know, here I was thinking that I'd lost everything. I mean, Cord has been wanting a baby for some time, and once he finds out I'm going to have his baby, he'll forgive me.
Tina, I don't want to burst your bubble, dear, but I said you may be pregnant.
No, I have to be pregnant. That's my only hope. I have to have Cord's baby.
All right, calm down, calm down. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll call a friend of mine, Dr. Connor, at Landview Hospital, and he'll give you a test.
Dorian, wait. Just a minute. You have to promise me that even after we get the results, that we'll keep this secret.
Will you just let me call the doctor, all right?
No, please. We have to keep this a secret until I get a chance to tell Cord myself.
I promise I won't breathe a word. Now, jump in your car, drive to the hospital, and by the time you get there, Dr. Connors will be waiting for you.
Okay, I'm going. Dorian, I can't figure out for the life of me why you're being so nice to me, but... Thanks.
Tina, neither can I. But you're welcome. Now run along.
Yeah.
Hold on to this. I gotta find it. Here, just hold this. Hold it. Pam, hold on. Just hold on to it.
Listen, you gotta go. I'm only gonna slow you down.
Pam, I don't want to hear anymore. Hand me the tape over there. Just hand me the tape. All right, hold on to this rag.
Please.
Pam, just shut up, please. I've got to do what I got to do. Now, I'm not leaving without you. You got that? All right. Easy.
You are, without a doubt, the most foolish, brave, and wonderful person I have ever met.
Thanks for the vote of confidence. Let's just hope we don't barbecue to Mama Cave up. All right. Easy.
But you need it at the studio today.
Diane, I thought you were taking care of things for me.
Oh, I am. It's just that it's not the same without you.
Well, WVLE is going to have to get along without me because I'm going to take the day off. As soon as I finish writing this letter to Cassie, I think I'll take care of 100 things, some of which are right around this house.
Around the house?
Mm-hmm. Anyway, give my very best, will you, to Reggie and the whole gang, okay?
Ambassador Sanders is here to see you, Mrs. Lord.
Oh, thank you, Emma. Show him in.
Yes, ma'am. Mrs. Lord will see you now, sir.
Thank you.
Good morning, Charles.
Morning, Dorian. Excuse me, but I'd like to talk to you for a minute.
Oh, well, if you'll excuse me.
Of course. Please sit down, Charles, but I hope you're not here to talk about Agrippina Walcott, because You have just about ruined my personal life by insisting that she remain in Landview.
Dorian, I'm here about Jamie. I've heard talk around that you're planning a television campaign to try to force him back into prison.
Talk is cheap. My ethics are not. I'm planning no such campaign.
Well, then you've changed your mind about how you feel about Jamie?
Not one iota. I think you're